carelessness and cheating. Ian and Brody Campbell sat at their kitchen table. Married 23 years, both children in college, and at 46, both fit and good-looking. They had to look forward to the next chapter of freedom and a few coins in their pockets for new adventures. On the table next to Ian's right elbow is a large manila envelope. "Brody, I'm your man, right?" "Of course, Ian. Since 11th grade and forever, you'll be my one and only." "No temptation to lose your way now that the kids are gone? You're a beautiful woman. I see the way other guys look at you." "Don't be ridiculous, Ian. With you, I've got everything I want and more. Why would you ask me that? You haven't found someone else, have you?" "Ha! Not a chance. I'm a one-woman man, and you've always been my one and only." "Well then, stud, why don't we drop it? Take me upstairs and show me how much you appreciate your woman." "Perhaps, my love. But first, do you ever scroll back through your call history? If so, did you do that last week?" "Only if I'm looking for a number I can't remember. Otherwise, I don't think so. Why do you ask?" "Then pick up the phone and go back to last Sunday afternoon around 4. As I recall, you left at 3 to run some errands, telling me you'd be home by 6. Brody fidgeted in her chair, a look of surprise and fear on her face. "Why is this so important, love? I don't remember calling or texting you or anyone else at this time. Come on, baby. Take me upstairs and give me what I want." "Indulge me just for a moment, sweetheart. Look at your phone." "Fine. But then don't set yourself up for a night of passion. It's more like splashing water on a fire to put out the flames." Brody flipped through her call history and suddenly awed. "Oh, no." Barely louder than a whisper. "I'm assuming you saw a call to me that lasted 28 minutes and 14 seconds. As it turned out, it was the longest 28 minutes of my life. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the term asshole, my dear, but that's what you did unintentionally when you were making love to your boss. At first, I was so caught off guard that I just sat there listening, frozen. After a moment, it dawned on me that taping the two of you was probably a good idea." Brody's eyes widened with fear as she began to realize that her smug little world might come crashing down. "Please, Ian, let me explain." "Shh, honey. Let's just listen for a few moments. I think you can handle it, since I lived through the whole episode." Placing the phone on the table, he pressed the play button. A moment before the voices came out, a muffled, gurgling, sucking sound was heard. "Yes, stud, make love to me." As the tape continued to play, tears stood in Brody's eyes. For the next few minutes, it was the same. Then the rhythm changed. "Come on, baby, lie on your back now and give me lots of love." Convulsive and heavy breathing ensued. This was soon followed by the distinct sounds of undressing. "How much time do you have, Brody? I want to make love to you all day. When did you tell your little hubby you were coming home?" "Don't worry, kid. I won't be back till 6, and he trusts me completely. He has no idea how well his loving wife is getting it from her horny boss. I love making love in your car. It's so naughty and dirty, just like me. Come on, big boy. I need you." I can't believe he's so naive. We've been doing this for 3 years and he still doesn't get it. I know how to keep him in his place, love. He'll never know. The sounds of movement as the crooks changed their positions. Ian decided that was enough and turned it off. "Well, my dear, it looks like we won't be going upstairs tonight. Or ever again, for that matter." Brody sobbed, trying to find the words, but they weren't coming. Well, well, Brody, don't worry. Like you said, it's Keith's body, not mine. Obviously, you want him to be your lover, not me. Should I cry?" Brody's breath caught as she looked at her husband. "No, Ian. I love you. I just said all that in the heat of the moment. It doesn't mean anything to me. Just a wild impulse, that's all." "Well, wife, I don't believe 3 years of blatant betrayal qualifies as a fling or an affair. As for love, I know you like what I give you, and I know you love children. I know you love the country club, the gold American Express card I pay for, and the beautiful red Lexus RX 350 I gave you for our last anniversary. Now I know why you love a job you don't need. Please stop insulting my intelligence and be truthful. There is no room in your heart to love me. There is no love shared by one man and one woman for life. I do love you, Ian. It was an idiotic choice on my part. The kids were getting older and I felt lost. Keith just barged in when I was weak. I'm breaking up with him today, I swear. Brody, seriously, cut the crap. Your carelessness is the only reason we're having this conversation. Careless with your phone, but infinitely more careless with my love and our marriage. I was gullible. Obviously too gullible, but nothing more. Now I will only proceed with extreme caution when it comes to you. Finishing his comments, he slid an envelope across the table. What's this? Brody asked, recoiling as if it were a poisonous snake. It's my first precautionary step. Self-preservation instinct and concern tell me to get as far away from you as possible. These are divorce papers. I thought about serving you at work, but call me weak. I figured I'd preserve your dignity even though you've neglected mine for the last 3 years and hand them to you in the privacy of my home. No, Ian, please, no, Brody exclaimed. She was about to continue, but he cut her short. Yes, Brody, emphatically yes. I will never be a know-it-all jerk, and I will never allow myself to be treated with such disrespect. I can't believe for the world that you think things could turn out any other way. Maybe Keith was your first. Maybe he was one of dozens over the years. I don't know. And just to be clear, I don't care. He was the only one, Ian, you have to believe that. Before him, it was just you. Brody, listen to me carefully. I have no reason to believe a cheater and a liar. But like I said, I don't care. My life will not be dictated or controlled by a selfish cheater who spits on my love and trust. Hire a lawyer and hope for the best. But it's over between us. Brody's anguish began to turn to anger. I'm not going to walk away and sign those damn papers, Ian. I'll fight it tooth and nail. I don't want to be a divorced woman after 23 years of a wonderful marriage. This is my home. You're my husband, and I'm going to fight for my life, for our lives together. Do what you think is best, Brody, but let me caution you. First, both parents and children know what happened, so you're going to be busy trying to explain yourself to them. I've talked to everyone today. Second, the house was mine before we were married, inherited from my grandfather, and it is in my name exclusively. You have no rights to my premarital property. Third, Keith's wife, Carol, is probably having a similar conversation with her loving husband right now, since I gave her a copy of this record. Maybe the two of you can live together. Finally, your carelessness probably includes forgetting the prenuptial agreement we both signed years ago. I've kept it up to date over the years, out of caution, of course. There are no loopholes here. Treason equals the unfaithful partner gets nothing, nada, zero, zip. I've enclosed a copy for your attorney's review. I have reserved and paid for a room for you for 1 week at the Hilton Garden Hotel near your office. You may also use the car I've provided for you for 1 week. After that, you'll have to make payments to me if you want to keep it. I'll pay the penalty and terminate the lease. Now, I suggest you go pack your things. Brody was at a loss for words, shocked at how in an instant her cheating chickens had gone home. Ian stayed at the table while his soon-to-be ex-wife went upstairs. 30 minutes later, she came downstairs with 2 large suitcases. Brody, you can call to arrange a time to come by and pick up other things you think you'll need. We have nothing in common that I intend to keep. I'll make sure I'm out of the house when you get here. Is that all, Ian? Nothing more to say in 23 years? Well, Brody, if you do find some sucker out there to take you next time, be less careless and more careful. The end.